Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're good. I'm a little bit earlier today, but I did want to do a Q&A this week on my channel. I thought I could chat with you guys as well. So big up to everyone that is here today. And I know a few of you sent me questions in. So yeah, I appreciate all of you that are here today. And yeah, I can't wait to start answering any questions you guys have me. And yeah, big up to everyone that's here today. Please, of course, make sure you're liking and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And like I said, today I will be spending time answering any questions you guys have for me. Like I said, I'll be on here about maybe 40 minutes, 40 minutes depending on how many questions you guys have for me. But yeah, big up to the chat, big up to everyone that's here. Big up to AWFC fan underscore. What's your expectations for Arsenal women's season? A good question. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think for Arsenal women, like their season, I would probably say for us to win a major trophy again. Obviously, I would love us to win the league. I would love us to win the Champions League again. But if I'm being honest, I think just winning something is important. But I think with the summer we've had, I do feel like our expectations can be quite high. Like I feel like we could achieve a lot in the season. As I said as well, I think we can win the league. I really believe we can win the league. So I'd probably just say win something, maintaining obviously our Champions League. That I think that would be really special. But I think just having success another season under Rene, and I'm hoping it's going to be another successful season with Rene. So yeah, I can't wait for the season to be started, to be honest with you guys. I'm really excited to see how well Rene does in this other season. Like I said, we have strengthened and brought in some amazing players. We've got a lot of squad depth now, so I think this team is going to go very far under Rene. And yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, like in the league, I would like us to win the league. I think the league's the one I'd love us to win because we've not won it in a very long time. Of course, the Champions League, you would like to retain that as well. But I think for me, just maybe win something, try and get as far as we can in the cup competitions like the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. That would be amazing for me for us to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on that. Maybe, go down to the wire of Chelsea or Man City, maybe last week with the league, do as best as we can in the FA Cups, the League Cups as well. And yeah, I want to retain a Champions League trophy. That'd be very special as well. So thank you for your question. Big up 170 Gunner. How much do you think Gokre's celebration helps him become popular for kids and Zebra fans? Well, I think obviously the more he scores, the more celebrations he's going to do. So yeah, of course he will be getting, he'll be very popular. Especially with the younger people that do them celebrations. So I think the more he scores, the more celebrations we're going to see from him and from the fans. So I think that's going to get very popular as well. So yeah, I think there'll be a lot of celebrations in the stadiums. When people are watching the games at the pub or at home, they'll be doing those celebrations too. So I think we're going to see that quite a lot, to be honest with you. Hopefully Sagas isn't a one season wonder and we should win the league or the Champions League. Yeah, I mean, obviously never expect us to win the league in the Champions League she had practically a bit more than half a season, but I never expect us to win a Champions League. But I think that if we can do that and with the players we have now, I think win the league or we could win something big, whether that would be like a cup double, a Champions League, the league. I think the expectations are now really high because we've won a Champions League. So I have hope that we'll win something special next season. I think Rene is obviously it's just her first summer with her own players. So I feel like for me, like I said, I'd be a bit surprised if we went last season and we didn't win anything. I do feel confident we'll win something this season, but obviously the league is very competitive. There's so many amazing teams now. Obviously, Man United have made some good signings too, Man City as well. So it's going to be tough, but as you mentioned, I think it's important to win something special. The league, the Champions League, I think that's what we all want to win. Obviously, the league, we've not won the league for a very long time, so the league would probably feel more special to win. So hopefully we'll win the league. But yeah, the FA Cup's also special because I remember when Jonas first came in, we got to our final, but we never got to the final since. I know, listen, the league, Champions League are probably the bigger ones and the most important ones, but the FA Cup's also special. And you know, the Conti Cup, we've won that a few times as well. Um, Too many years without the FA Cup too. Big up Champions 25. Yeah, big up yourself. And I agree. I think that it'd be great if we could get back to, you know, winning the FA Cup as well. I think the FA Cup is quite a special moment. I mean, going to Wembley is so special, isn't it? I mean, I know we've played Barcelona in an amazing stadium. The atmosphere is amazing, but I would love the team to experience Wembley. I think that's always so special. So hopefully, guys, we'll go back to Wembley, and FA Cup will be on there as well. I would love the FA Cup. I think that's a special occasion. We've not won that in a while. We're not in the league in a while too. So hopefully we'll be back there as well. Big up to Cooper. Big up to yourself. Hope you're good. Big up to the chat as well. Hope all of you are good here today. And like I said, I'm happy to answer any questions about the men's team, the women's team. More than happy to, you know, answer any of them. Obviously, as well, we'll be live. You know, tomorrow evening. I'll be my next video tomorrow evening. As I'll be live then to chat a bit about the game after the match. But like I said, I'll be on here about 13 minutes a day to answer any questions. 2016 we won the FA Cup last year. That is nearly 10 years. That is so crazy, isn't it? How long that's been. I mean, I do expect us to win that again soon. I would love us to win it again. As we said, I think it's special. I think it's a special occasion, as we said, going to Wembley. I know players like Chloe Kelly, Leah Williamson, Beth Mead know what exactly Wembley's like, but it would be lovely to see other big players get that experience of Wembley, because I think they would generally deserve that. So hopefully they will really experience Wembley, because Wembley is so special. And yeah, obviously we do see Chelsea in a lot of finals, and it would be great to see us in more finals, you know, whether that's in league, you know, in the League Cup. You know, we've done quite good in the Conti Cup recently, but obviously in the FA Cup would be great. Obviously getting to that Champions League final win, it was so special too. Big up to Nanga. Hello there. I think this season Arsenal is going to stop Chelsea. Yeah, I think so. I think if it's going to happen, it'll be now. I think Arsenal women definitely on the up. We won the Champions League, but I do think that I think it was 170 Gunnar makes a good point that we have to continue to still win. Like, it shouldn't be just one season. We really did amazing. We have to keep that up and keep our standards high and make sure we do win something next season. And as Naga said, stop Chelsea. So yeah, I just think the seasons were exciting and the pre-season's on its way. So I'm really excited for the season coming up. Bill Cooper, hope it's all as well on the way back home from holiday now. Bill Cooper, hope you had a lovely time on holiday. Does Arteta last the season? Well, I think you know, I'm nervous for our game tomorrow. It's been quite nice and relaxing watching the other Premier League sides, and then there's us, and you think to yourself, can we do it? Can we have a good start to the season? But I think it depends. If it's in January and we're still struggling, I would have a few doubts there. But I think we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I think if we're in January and we're like fourth, I would be like, what is this guy doing? Like, I would question that a lot. But at the moment, I don't think we need to worry too much, because I think we're okay at the moment. But it could be a big problem that we're facing. It really could. And I'm a bit nervous for the game tomorrow night. Obviously, I'm excited, of course, the Premier League's back, but I do feel a bit nervous about the game as well. Big up 170 Gunner. With Barca selling most of their women players to afford Rashford's wages, do you think there's a chance we could sign Bonmati? I have seen that there's been a big issue with the Barcelona women's team at the moment, and I'll be honest with you, I think if we put a good price for Bonmati, then we could get it done. I know we obviously paid a lot for Olivia Smith, and that's a lot in women's football. I know in men's football that wouldn't be a lot for women's football. I think if we offered them like a few mils, they might take it. I really hope that we get her. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? I think we'll be winning everything with Bonmati in the team. She is so incredible. She's so talented, and she's just so special. And she is someone that would elevate this team. Can you imagine her in the midfield as well? Obviously, I would love that to happen, but it feels like more of a dream than a reality, to be honest with you. So, of course, I'd hope we could do it, but I'm just not too sure it would happen. But yeah, I'm interested to see about that situation, because that That has been interesting with the whole Barcelona the women's situation. And yeah, I'm interested to see who's actually going to be there at the start of the season for them with Barcelona women. But yeah, I would love to get involved with Matty. I don't think it's impossible, but I think she loves Barcelona. I don't see her leaving at any point. Um, so yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with that situation. But I think if we're going to buy one, if anyone's going to buy one, it'll be us. I think we could afford it. So yeah, I'm interested to see what ends up happening there in that situation. But of course, I love Bamati. And yeah, obviously big up to Chad. There's about 8 of you in here, so if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to send them in. I'm more than happy to answer them. And of course, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe as well while you're watching this. As I said, I do like to do these videos like once or twice a week, as I think it's great to chat with you guys and not talk about not have a transfer video. I think it's good to do these sort of things. So yeah, big up to chat, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Big up Arsenal fan 1986. I think you're new here, so welcome to my channel. Good to see you in the chat. Favorite WSL player who isn't an Arsenal player? Oh, a good question. Oh, that's so tough. And let me have a think. I mean, there's obvious lionesses players that I do love. I'm gonna go with. There's a few. I can't like name one because I've got so many that I admire, but I actually really like Alex Greenwood. I've been watching her at Man City. I mean, I watched her when she was at Lyon as well, but when she's been at Man City, she's just so consistent. She's so good. And I know we've seen that as well for the Euros of her and Leah together. Millie Bright as well. Millie Bright is consistent and is really, really good. Um, I love Tooney as well, Grace Clinton, like I'm just naming the Arsenal girls. There's so many, it's hard to pick that one favourite. Because I love watching Miedema, of course. It's hard to see when she plays against us, but I guess it's like players that I've seen before. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I want to think of a player that's not a WSL player that I enjoy watching. I think, yeah, there's so many. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, obviously Miedema, absolutely. It's good to see her. Yeah, Baltimore's great. I love her. She's so good. Um, Oh, so many. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna have a think as well. I do want to pick a non-Lioness player, but of course I do like the Lionesses. Um, let me think for that. I will try and have a think. Actually, do you know what? It's a weird position to compliment, but I think in last season United, the goalkeeper Fallon did really good. I think she's definitely showing how good she can be and really making it a big competition up there in the goalkeeper situation. I think United have got great players, obviously. I like Mary Fowler as well for Man City. I think she's very good. I think she's very exciting to watch. So yeah, there's quite a lot of nice players to watch for the women's team, like for not just Arsenal women, but around, because there'll be games where I do watch that aren't Arsenal women, and it's great to see how the game has really progressed and improved over these years. So yeah, I'd probably say them. It's hard to pick because there's so many that I just admire and love. Miedema, of course. It's really weird with Miedema because I enjoy watching her against other teams, but obviously when she plays against us, it's a horrible feeling because she has scored against us before, and she doesn't celebrate anyway, which is obviously nice, but it's just weird playing against her. It just feels really horrible. But yeah, I think Baltimore as well, she is a great player. I do love watching her. Chelsea women have some incredible players, they really do. I'm excited to see Ellie Carpenter this year actually because I do actually like her. I've been watching her for a few years, so I think it'd be interesting to see how she does in the WSL. Van der Donk as well, back in the WSL. I love Van der Donk. I'm excited to see how well she's going to progress as well. I know she's a bit older now, but she's still a great player. So I'm really excited for WSL this season. I think there's going to be some amazing players to watch, and I think women's football has definitely come a long way. But yeah, that was a good question. Actually, I do really like Meets Mob. I'm trying to think of any more, but those are probably the ones that I would pick. I think it just shows you how good the WSL is becoming, how strong it's becoming, and yeah, I'm excited to see what is obviously going to be next in the season, how the season's going to go. I do think with like the league, obviously going back to that, I think it will be probably I don't know if it'll be more of a 2-horse race or a 3-horse race. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do probably think that it'll be us and Chelsea, maybe Man City a little bit behind. Obviously, Man City and United will be interesting to see how that's gonna go. But yeah, I think a lot of teams are strengthened, and I think that's only a positive thing because it's showing you the quality of the women's football and the WSL. I think the WSL is a very strong and competitive league. So yeah, I'm interested to see, guys, how we are going to get on. Obviously, guys, I'm happy to answer any questions today if you want to send any in. Um, obviously, big up to the chat as well. I'm obviously enjoying chatting with you guys today. And of course, I will, like I told you guys, I'll be back tomorrow as well after the game in the evening. So I'm very, very excited to see how that will do. Big up to Arsenal fan 1986. Rolfo to United, what's your thoughts? Yeah, I was surprised by that. I think that's a really good signing. I think she's a very underrated player. Obviously, I know she's in her 30s now, so she's probably wanted to try something new. I know there's the whole situation at Barcelona going on, but yeah, I think, you know what, I'm excited to watch her in the WSL. Obviously, it'd be, when she plays against us, I don't want to do great, but um, I was surprised that signing because I think it's a good signing. The thing is, like, with like the top four, I view it like this, especially over the past few years. I viewed it as Chelsea have always been like the ones and the one they've always been the ones going for the league. Arsenal, um, Man City and Arsenal, are, trying to get second, but I think Arsenal have been quite good recently getting second place, and it's sort of between Man City and United getting third. So I feel like for me, United, I don't know how United will do. Will United struggle? We're gonna have to see how they do. Will Man City struggle? I don't know. I mean, Man City have added a few players, as we know, with Lauren Greenwood as well. She'll be there as well. Um, so yeah, I think for us, I feel confident in our window. I think we've done enough. I would like a midfielder. I think a lot of us, expressed this as well. But I think, there is things we could do as well. It would be nice to see us bring in that midfielder. But I think, to be honest with you, we've had a really good window. Like, I'm really confident about our window. And I think Chelsea are strong, or like always strong. They've had a great window too. So I'm excited to see how the top four is going to be. But I think for United, that is a statement signing. That's a signing that they've needed to make for me. So yeah, I think that's a really good signing from them, to be honest with you. I think they'll be happy with that as well. But yeah, I think a lot of the teams have done really good. Obviously, London City Leonis have done really great recruitment as well, so I think it's going to be a really exciting season. Yeah, Erin Cuthbert, I forgot about her. She is amazing. Um, she's just so, like, I feel like she's a warrior for Chelsea. She's so consistent, and she's a player you want in your team. So yeah, she's really is good. There's a lot of players you can admire in the WSL. I've actually, do you know what? I know she's an English player, but as well, Hannah Hampton's been so good as well. So yeah, I think there's so many amazing players coming to WSL now, especially from like Barcelona or from different leagues. I think this league is very competitive, and I think every season it does get more competitive. And I'm really excited for the season. Like, I can't wait for the season, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely buzzing for the season to come about. So, yeah, can't wait for the season to start. Obviously, guys, I'm happy to answer any questions, men, the women's team. I'm just really enjoying chatting with you guys. So feel free to ask me anything you want. Big up to Luke. My Northampton Town, the loss at Stevenage, very angry, sadly, very bad day. Yeah, you get those days in football, don't you? You have bad days at the office, but obviously good to see you, Luke, and I hope you feel better soon. I know it's not nice when your team loses. Um, Big up to this. I don't want to. I feel like I pronounced this wrong, but big up yourself. What do you think about the rumour Anita Bonmati to Arsenal? Yeah, I mean, I think we would have to pay a lot for her. I think we have the money because we just won the Champions League. So I don't think the money is an issue at all. I think we could get that done if we wanted to. I think that'd be a really good deal, actually. So I hope that could happen, but we're gonna have to see. I mean, she would definitely fit in this team, of course. She'd be a great addition, but yeah, I'm interested to see how she would do, how it would go. I don't know. I just don't see her leaving Barcelona. I just don't see her leaving. I'd be very, very surprised if she left Barcelona. Like, I'd be shocked. But I know she might want a new change. She might want to be in a different league. I don't know, but I think if the money came, would she be open to offers? Possibly. That's another thing we have to think about. I'd be interested to see if Bob Matty would actually come to Arsenal. Of course, I would like it, but yeah, I mean, we don't know what they would do about that situation. But I suppose when money talks, you are open to offers, I guess, a little bit. So yeah, I'd be interested by that one. Um, it's a disgrace the way Barca's treating the women's team just shows how far the Spanish teams are behind. Yeah, it is a shame. They're literally gonna have to get rid of so many of them players. I think they're gonna struggle next season as well. And that's probably why I think to myself, if we're gonna get Bonmati, now is probably the time to do that. I just don't see us getting her any other time. Like I feel like now could be a good time. I just don't see her though. I just don't see her leaving that league though. I feel like but saying that, I never thought Caldente would leave, and she did. So yeah, I think for me it'd be really interesting to actually see what does happen, like if she leaves, or I think, like I said, if she is ever going to go to a WSL team, I feel like it would be us and Chelsea, because I think with us, I think we could pay that money. I know Chelsea have paid a lot of money before, but I just feel like we're more likely to pay that. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to see what happens. But of course, I would love Matty. Arsenal, big up to AWFC fan who says, great show. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Obviously, big up to chat. I know there's about 10 of you in this, so big up to all of you guys that are here today. Like I said, I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have for me, men and women's. I'm happy to just chat with you guys. And of course, guys, there's 8 of you, so make sure liking and subscribing as well. I think it's tied with the men's team financial problems. I think it's hard really because like I don't know much about the men's team, to be honest with you. I don't follow what they've done, but I suppose if Rashford is on a lot of money, then they'll have to sort that out, won't they? Um, but it's a shame for the women's team. I do also wonder as well, would Pateas ever move? I'd love Pateas to see her in the Super League. I don't know if that would happen, but I'm interested to see if that would ever happen. But yeah, I think the women's football is definitely developing, but also, as we've mentioned, in this sense, it's sort of going backwards in some ways. So I think that's got to be something that we do improve on, and something that does get better in women's football. If we could get Bob Matty to replace Madam, we could win the league. Well, Madam is actually staying, of course, because she has signed a new deal, so I don't think she's leaving anytime soon. I think she'll be a starter in the team, so I think that is pretty much it on that. I think she'll be staying, absolutely. But yeah, of course, I'm excited for the season to come for the women's team. Can't wait for them to get started. And yeah, obviously the men's team tomorrow, which I don't think I'm ready for, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just not ready for the Arsenal anxiety to come back. Like when Arsenal plays, you can't ever relax. And tomorrow you won't be able to relax. I just don't think it'll be a comfortable win, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be really tough. So all I can hope is the best, and fingers crossed it'll be okay for us tomorrow for the men's team. But yeah, obviously I love talking about Arsenal women as well. Um, in England, the women and men's team is on a different FFP. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how all this works. Like, I obviously watch Arsenal women quite closely, but I don't know. I don't really know if men and women's team is all connected. So obviously, you guys will know that more than me. I don't really know too much about that, but yeah, I think the spring has been very good for Arsenal, and Bon Matty would be like the icing on the cake, but I don't see that happening. I think I think that'd be a lot of money. I don't know how much we'd pay for it though, but I think we could afford it though. As if Tottenham is getting done, I think we might be getting behind without us getting any player in the left side. I think you know what it's going to happen, isn't it? He's going to Spurs. We just have to accept that, and it sucks because I love watching as they play football. So it's going to be so tough watching him, but like I said, for me, I generally feel so done with this situation with Eze. I just want to move on. I just want us to bring in a player on the left, but I don't think we're going to do that. And that's why I have my concerns, because I just don't think we're looking. I don't know. I think, obviously, I do think we're looking at outgoings as a priority. But I just feel really concerned about the fact that we were stuck on the left. So, yeah, I think for me, it's going to be interesting to see, what happened. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see, honestly. when that happens. I just hope it will give us some motivation to bring someone else in. We need other players in this team. So, yeah, I think the left-hand side we all know is a bit of our weakness. Yeah, I think for me, it's just going to be tough, really, to see what we do. But yeah, it's what it is for me. I've accepted it now. I've really accepted it. I think you have to accept some things in life, and this is just what I've accepted. I have heard this rumor, guys, and I don't know if it's true. And I don't want to do a video on it because I feel like it would be like clickbaity, and I want to wait until there's actually been an announcement on this. But I have heard that Rodrigo would come to Arsenal if it was in a swap deal for Saliba. So they would have Saliba, we would have Rodrigo, and obviously that wouldn't happen. Like, I don't think that's going to happen because I clearly think that Saliba is going to sign a new deal. He is part of our future, and I've no doubt he would go to Madrid in the future. Not right now, but I would. I'd keep it as is. I want Saliba here. I don't want him to go, so I'd do that obviously. But I'm interested to see what is actually going to happen in this situation because we absolutely need to make sure that we keep Saliba. But obviously, guys, I don't know if that's true. Is it rumours? I don't know at the moment. But if it is, if it's true, I won't be happy. And I think also I've rejected it rightly so. So yeah, it's a weird situation. But yeah, it's really interesting about the situation. I'm happy Arsenal hopefully will close it down. But yeah, it's just crazy when I heard that. I was like, what? And the thing is, like, with you guys as well, I can't ever come on here and give you guys information I know is probably fake. Things that I tell you because I think they're true. So I don't ever want to come on here and give you false information. There's some information I would tell you won't always be true, but I do like to follow the sources that I like, you know, Fabrizio, David Unseen, whoever. So, of course, that's obviously what I think of that. Anita would be signed to overtake Chelsea. Yeah, I agree. I think we signed Anita. That'd probably, like you said, take us maybe better than Chelsea. I think I'd probably say we're on the same level. We've both got great players, but it's going to be exciting this season to play Chelsea. I think it's going to be very, very competitive. Big of Reggie, good to see you in the chat. Just got here, Peaceful. As a great player to challenge Odie. Semenya was great after last season. Have we missed out? I obviously think we've really missed out here on signing Eze, but I think we can't dwell on it. I think we just have to move past this now. It's a really tough situation, isn't it? Like, it does feel like I just feel quite deflated about the situation, but obviously for me what I will say is that a left wing is important for us to bring in, and we've got to do that. So for me, obviously I would just try and forget about this now and have a focus somewhere else. Whether, you know, I don't know who our focus is going to be, but if that's someone like, you know, any other player. I don't know who I'm using as an example because I don't know who Arsenal are actually looking at. But if it's a Rodrigo, shift our focus to him. Whoever we have a focus on, I think we just need to shift our focus there. So I'm hoping that that is something that will happen in these upcoming days. We will have a different focus. We need a different focus. So yeah, I'm hoping that will happen for Arsenal. But yeah, the situation is just really draining, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, guys, I've missed a few questions up here. Who do you think would be a good signing on the left if Rodrigo isn't available? This is a great question because I think Rodrigo is probably not the best player. I think, in a sense, I don't think he's likely to come here. I'm not confident Rodrigo is going to come here. I think when I talk about him, I talk about him like it's a dream. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. So I do really have my concerns about this happening. So obviously a great question. The problem that I have is that I really like players that I like Lookman. I'd like Lookman, I did, and he's not available. I've always said Gordon wouldn't be a bad option. The problem that I have is the players that I like to not here, so that's the position we're in, which is really unfortunate because the players I wanted us to go for are gone. So I'm just really sad about that. It's just annoying. So yeah, I've sort of answered that, but it's a difficult one, really. Big up to Arsenal and fans that subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Of course, guys, I know there's a lot of you in here now, so please make sure you do subscribe and like it and send in any comments you want me to answer. I'm more happy to answer any questions about the women's team, the men's team. Rodrigo is overhyped because he plays for Madrid and rumored to be the Arsenal. I think he's done very good at Madrid in his defence, but I think, like, if we don't get Rodrigo, okay, but to me, there's other options out there that we should go for and avoid that we won't go for, and we haven't gone for, but there's definitely good options out there that we should be going for at the moment, and we haven't been. Um, a swap deal would be the worst thing. Yeah, I agree. I saw that and I thought that's ridiculous, but I'm not surprised because they clearly, uh, they clearly want Saliba. They clearly are desperate for Saliba. So yeah, that is not really the best situation for us to be in, really, is it? To be honest, if we don't get Rodrigo now, we are buggered on the left wing. It's very short there, worrying about Eze's, um, worrying to Eze going to Spurs. The thing is, like, with Eze going to Spurs, like, I see this a few different ways because I still think of it as, like, if Eze was to come to Arsenal, we would still need help on the left. Like, him coming to Arsenal doesn't take away that we need help on the left. I think it would just improve our team by having him here because him in a team is going to help us, with many things. Eze is going to help, in the attack. I mean, I think as well, like, the thing is, like, with Odegaard, I'm personally a fan of Odegaard, but it is a risk just him as the only option. Obviously, I know when Neri can play there, he can play on the right, but I feel like you need someone that can be as good as Odegaard or perhaps maybe on level. I'm not saying Neri's not at that level, but he's so young and you don't want to rely on Neri to really change the games. He possibly could, but he's still young and he want game time too. But Eze coming would help Arsenal a lot, but it wouldn't. I just think we need a left. Obviously, we could play Eze on the left if we were ever going to get him, which I don't think we're going to do now. But it's just an interesting situation, this whole Eze thing. But like, if I was Arteta and Bert, I would say, do you know what? We've missed out on Eze. That's really annoying. But now we have to get a left winger in. We have to do it now, as soon as possible. So I'd honestly put that behind us, even though it's really like frustrating. Like, I do feel frustrated about the situation, but you have to put it behind you. You have to make sure you're bringing in the right players because when we play tomorrow, we could really play bad and we could think to ourselves, we need a winger ASAP, or we could play really good. I think if we play good, it potentially may paper over the cracks a little bit in the sense that if we do good, Arteta might think we don't need anyone else in this team. So I do have my doubts a little bit in that sense, but yeah, Martinelli starts for Brazil and Rodrigo is on the bench. Why would we sign him? Are there any kids that can play? I'm sure there will be, but I think for me, we could do with someone more experienced, to be honest. Also, guys, I don't know if you guys know, Max Downe has actually travelled with the team to United, so that's interesting. He'll definitely be getting minutes, I think. We should stop overhyping every player that links with the club, but apparently we never learn the same happening. I think what it is, like, I agree we overhype players, like I think everyone does that. It's really crazy. I think people overhyped Marino and Calafiori, and they've clearly came here and not been as good as what I probably expected them myself. So I think Arsenal fans just overhype players. I think that's just what fans do, and I don't agree with that anyway. But yeah, it's just that I do agree with that situation. Big up to chat. There was a rumour today we might be selling another left-sided centre-back, left-back. I think his name is Lewis Bentley. I didn't know about that. Guys. It'd be really good to have someone with strength, pace, takes on the fence, and left wing. Who else? I actually don't know who we would go for. I don't actually know who we would go for as an availability because a lot of players that we've tried to go for don't want to come. Because I think we inquired about Lookman and he clearly wanted to stay where he was. Obviously, like Gordon, like Alanga, they've gone. I think Gordon will stay at Newcastle. I don't know. If I'm being honest with you guys, this doesn't feel realistic, but I feel like Rodrigo is probably the most likely option to happen, maybe. But let me guys know who you think we could get. But Reggie, season's already started and we're talking about what we still need. That's the thing. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, we brought in some great players. We have strengthened, and we can't deny that. But it's just really, you want to have all your players in by the season starts, so it's not really the best position to be in, is it really? But we are gonna have to see what happens and what will happen as well. Any news on Mido? There hasn't actually been an update, which I'm very surprised about, because I know when I did the video, which was a week ago possibly, I was expecting to see an update. Obviously with Beth Mead, they've obviously put in a bid for her. They want her. Obviously that hasn't been disclosed. The fee has not been announced. The fee, but Arsenal haven't. I don't think Arsenal have responded to that. Whether maybe Beth Mead's wanting to think, should she stay at Arsenal, should she leave, or perhaps she's not. They're not wanting to entertain it. I don't know, but there hasn't actually been an update. Obviously, Beth Mead has gone away with the team to Germany, so I feel like to myself, would she go if she wasn't wanting to be there? Like, I do feel a bit confused about this whole situation. So I genuinely have no idea about the situation. I guess to myself that I think she'll stay, but maybe she is thinking to herself at London City United, I would get more game time. I don't know what's going to happen with Beth Mead. Obviously, the team are away at the moment. Beth Mead is part of that team, so maybe when they come back, we'll hear some more news. I genuinely don't know. It's really crazy. I would love Beth Mead to stay, but I think we could all understand as Arsenal fans if she left, that'd be understandable because she does want to get more game time. But yeah, that is the latest. Nothing has really been. The club haven't said anything, which I'm a bit surprised about. I'm hoping we're going to hear an update as soon as possible. Big up to Beyond 90 Arsenal Review, who says great work as always. Big up to yourself. Thank you so much for your comment. Big up Soph. Big up Gossip, sorry. Do you know if being multinational and free? Well, I was actually looking on Twitter the other day actually, and someone said that she was sold. So I don't know the fees. I don't know about that, but I'm under the impression that Laura Moita was sold. And like I said, I don't know anything about the money. I think it would have said if she went on a free. So obviously at the moment there hasn't been any sort of discussions about her price tag. Obviously how much we sold her for. Yeah, Tim confirmed that she was sold. Obviously I don't know how much we sold her for. I can't give you guys any information on that, but I'm pretty sure she was sold. Do you see Renee switching to a single pivot, as we have many midfielders that suit it a lot better? Yeah, I think we could. I mean, obviously you mentioned as well as midfielders. I've been having so many discussions with you guys about the midfield as well, because I think we have a lot of midfielders that do play quite similar. So I think we could definitely. I think that's definitely possible. I don't know. I think we'll probably have I mean, obviously at the moment, I don't know. Obviously, what lineups will put out, but I think it'll be the same as last season. But yeah, I'd probably say for now I'd keep it the same, but if things change possibly. But yeah, it's a hard one as we won the Champions League with that double pivot. Yeah, I don't think we'll change too much. I think we'll probably keep it as is. Obviously, at the moment, um, it's really hard as well when you think about lineups, because we've got so many different players in this team. Obviously, we've got the likes of Beth Mead, Olivia Smith, and know Rosa Cavaggi's gone on loan as well, which I'm hoping she does really well there. I do also wonder as well, is Olivia Smith going to be a starter? About her getting in this team, I'm really interested to see how that one's going to work out as well. So yeah, I think it's an exciting time for the women's team. We've got a lot of squad depth, we've got a lot of players in this team. But yeah, obviously I do think we'll go down to the wire next season with Chelsea. I hope we do anyway, because I think we've absolutely got to do that. So fingers crossed. We can't make the mistake of not involving as opposition will find ways. Obviously, next season is going to be interesting, because obviously Rennie had half a season. I mean, she had a bit more for half a season. She won us a Champions League, so I suppose there's a lot of expectations on her now to win the league. The league is what we all want to win, I think, because obviously we've gotten close quite a few times and we've never quite done it. So I do think for me there's a lot of expectation there for us to do that, and hopefully we will do it. And we hope that we can win the league next season. And it'll be tough, taking wrong, it'll be tough with Chelsea, but I think if we can keep on going, I think we can get it done. And I really believe in this team. So yeah, hopefully we will. Big up to everyone that's here. I'll stay on here a bit longer today. I'll probably have about 20 more minutes. Big up to the chat as well. There's about 10 of you, and there's a big up to all of you guys that are here. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have for me about the women's team, the men's team today, as is a Q&A. And obviously, please do make sure you're liking this video if you haven't already. And of course, do subscribe here if you like my content. Taylor Hines left back or right back, as during the inside training McCabe was on the right and Hines on the left for most of it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's weird because with McCabe, I don't really know, what's going to happen with that. But I Taylor Hines for me, I think with Taylor Hines, I definitely think she'll be more of a sort of squad player, not really a starter, because for me, we know obviously with the back four it's McCabe, Catley, Leah Williamson, and obviously Emily Fox. So I feel like for me, it probably will be obviously a backup for Taylor Hines. Taylor Hines will come on in the cup games, or come on when the players are injured. Like if Emily Fox got injured, she'll probably play there, or if Kate McCabe is injured, maybe she'll play there. So we've got Katie Reid as well, and of course I forgot about Nice Long. We've got her as well. So I think we definitely have a lot of defensive backup, and we've got good quality backup, which is obviously great as well. I think talking Nice Longer as well. I think for me, like I do think it's hard for players when they've come from a different league. I mean, she's come, from a completely different league, and she's come to Arsenal. It is going to take her time. I think as fans, we should give her a season. Give her the season, see how she goes, of course. But I do want to see more of Nice Longer, because I think she's a great player that just needs a bit more time. Reggie, are we a Saka or Gokres or Saliba injury away from a drill? That is a great question, to be honest with you. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm going to use Saliba as an example, because say Saliba gets injured and say Masquera steps in. I know we've got Kivior, but say Masquera steps in, he could really struggle. And obviously Kivior is more likely to do a better job. I feel like Masquera needs to see more of him, but I think you make a great point, because if Saka gets injured, I think Nwaneri could do a decent enough job. I don't think he could do a job on the Saka level right now, as he's still developing. I mean, and then with Gyökeres, like, if Gyökeres was injured for like a month or something and Havertz came in, Havertz can be a goal scorer, Havertz can be a threat, but my only issue with Havertz is his consistency. I don't think he can consistently do it week in, week out. I think that's a big problem. So I think you've got a great point, Reggie. I think we could have a problem there. I think we maybe are one injury or two away from not a crisis, but a derail. We've got depth, don't get me wrong, but is that depth going to get us over the line? That's obviously the question. We need a backup left centre back and another 6. Yeah, I think the midfield is so important for the women's team. I think we definitely need someone that can come in and step in. I mean, obviously, I think for this season we'll have Kim Little. I think Kim Little's going to be here. I think I really like with Kim Little. I generally don't know how long Kim Little's going to be here for. Like, is Kim Little going to be here for a few years? Is this going to be last season? Like, I don't know what we're going to do, but all we can do is hope and pray she stays for a long time. But I do think the midfield could do with a bit of a freshen up, a few new ideas. So, of course, I'm really hoping that can happen. Big up to AJ. When we lose United tomorrow, can we sack him? Let's just see how we do against United tomorrow. Hopefully we will get the job done. Josh, good to see you here. Hope you're good. Good to see all of you guys that are here in the chat. Why on earth do we let Rolfo go to United? I mean, to be honest with you, that is a great signing to them. I'm a bit jealous. That's a good signing. Big up Yared. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see all of you in the chat. Josh, I'm just answering questions really, but I am chatting about Arsenal women as well. I'm chatting a bit about everything, so if you want to ask me anything, Josh, about when the men's team, the women's team, more than welcome to, but good to see you in the chat. Big up to James, who says, we just need a left centre-back. Kivior leaves one thing, we're desperately need another midfielder, absolutely. I'm convinced it's Kimmy's last season might go. Do you know what? That'd be so sad. I mean, isn't Kim Little 34 now? I think she just turned 34. I think to myself, every season that goes by, like, it's really crazy, because the season that's just gone, she played at such a high level, especially in the Champions League. I think to myself, like, I still think Kim Little still got it for a few years, but then I think to myself, like, she's had injuries, her body might be giving up on her a little bit. If I had to give you guys a prediction, I think she'll last till 36, 37. I would love her to play till she's 40, but I think she'll obviously decide when her body can't physically give it anymore. But I think, to be honest, she's still great. Kim Little deserves a statue at the Emirates. She really is one of the best. I hope so. I hope she can stay for another like 10 years. Kim Little has to. Yeah, I think she's still got a bit of time, and I do think that. I don't think we need to spoil just yet. 28 likes. Big up to you guys for liking my video. Big up to all of you guys that are here. Obviously, like I said, do subscribe and like this video. Let's try and get to 30 likes if we can. In terms of the men, we desperately need as a left wing, left back, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I'll answer that now. I think of the men's team, I think with like the likes of Lewis Skelly, Calafiori. Lewis Skelly, for me, is great attacking play. I think Lewis Skelly would be better in midfield. He's still very good. And obviously, Calafiori, I'll be honest with you, I do have my doubts at Calafiori defensively. He does seem a lot better in pre-season, but I do agree with you there. I think that's exactly what we need. Josh, I'm worried we aren't doing more deals in women's team. I seriously think we need a midfield addition, a destroyer type. You know, I have heard from people that we're going to sign another player. Obviously, I don't know what's really that reliable. With sources in women's football, people just make stuff up, so it's hard to know what is reliable at the moment. But of course, I'm hoping that we'll bring in midfield and had another player. Big up to James. We need a major rebuild in our women's team. They are getting older faster. I think the midfield is definitely getting a bit older. I mean, I just want to have a look as well. Leah Volti as well. She is let's see how old she is. She's 32 as well. So obviously I think Kim Nuttall's 34, Leah Volti is 32. So we do have that problem where these players are getting a bit older now. We need a younger sort of midfield as well. Arteta is arguably the best manager in the world, yet our fan base want to see him sacked. Fair enough, that's your opinion. Fair enough. Big up to Arteta. Let me just, as she's playing deep, it's less demanding physically. Yeah, exactly. Kimmy King's our captain. Yeah, she is a definition of what a captain is. Tim has mentioned we're still looking for at least 2 more. Yeah, I'm so sure that I'm really sure behind the scenes the women's team are actually doing a lot behind the scenes. I think they are working very hard. I think we don't see everything that goes on, of course, behind the scenes, but I'm really sure that there's a lot going on at the moment. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see if the women's team are going to bring anyone else in. Of course, I hope we will keep strengthening and bring in some great players. So, of course, we'll have to see what happens with that, with the women's team, what players they'll bring in this window. Tomorrow, who do you think should start, Timber or Lewis? I think Lewis Skelly will be start. I think both of them will start. Obviously, Lewis Skelly, Timber, Gabrielle Sleeber. I think that'll be our sort of starting lineup. I'm trying to be patient, and I'll be back if nothing happens. Yeah, so I think with the women's team, I think we'll definitely be adding more players, and I think we'll definitely be strengthening. I just think that they're probably doing stuff behind the scenes. I mean, we have to be patient, which I think as fans we hate being patient. We'll have to see what happens. I think because remember in the corner Timber so defensively, I think it'll be Timber and I'm trying to think Timber. I know you have Calafiori, but I think Lewis Skelly will be playing, to be honest with you. So I expect Lewis Skelly to be playing. Lewis Skelly has always been playing, so I don't see why we would really change too much in the game. So I think that'll pretty much be the same as well. If Renee wins the league or Champions League, honestly, give her the men's job. Yeah, I think we could definitely win the league. I think we're definitely going to win something next season. We've had a great window as well. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how that will go. And yeah, I can't wait for the season to start as well. Obviously, for the women's team, the window does end a little bit later than men's. So, of course, I'm excited to see how the window will end for the women's team. And yeah, I can't wait for the season to start as well. I'm really excited to see the season start. I think it's going to be great to see what else we're going to do in the window. And yeah, I think it's an exciting time for the women's as well. So yeah, I can't wait to see what we're going to do. Big up to 170 Gunner. Right back Ben White, left back Timber, possibly, but I don't think we'll see that. I think we'll probably see. I think we'll possibly see Lewis Sky play left back. What does the women's squad even need? Because I'm honest, I'm not sure at all. Well, obviously we've had a really good window. The women's team, we've really strengthened a lot, and we've had a really good window. So I don't think we need like too many more players. I think, as we've just mentioned, midfielder could be crucial for us. I think that's all we could really do in this team. So I'm hoping that'll be the case. I'm hoping that we'll just add maybe a few more players in this team. But I'm really happy with the window. Like I said, I think we've done really good. No, I can't be patient with our girls, unlike the men's, especially after that. After that trophy, you can't not be unhappy with that. if the London City Liners get on, they could. Yeah, I think that they could get top six for sure. They could do really well. I think they've made some amazing signings, and the signings they've made have been very experienced players. So I definitely see them doing really good in the window. I'm excited. I'm interested actually to see how they're going to do. I think they'll do really well, as you said. I think because of the players they brought in. Yeah, they built a stronger team. Absolutely, I completely agree with you there. Miles Lewis-Skelly should be subbed in the second half. He's so emotional. I don't think he'll get a red card, but I do think he has those moments in this game, doesn't he, where he can get sent off. So hopefully that won't happen. I don't think we need to worry about it really at the moment, but I do agree he has those moments in this game where he could get sent off or things could happen. But I don't think we need to worry about that right now, guys, to be honest with you. But I think he should be started. I think he's really earned this right. I think he's a great player in the team. I really like Lewis Skelly. We need a midfielder destroy type, perhaps a defender more importantly. We need, yeah, I do agree with that. Obviously, the women's team, obviously, we're waiting here with Beth Mead because nothing has really been announced regarding Beth Mead's future. Like, I do not know what we're doing with Beth Mead. Like, I'm so unsure about her future at the moment, but of course, it would be great to see her stay. We hope she does stay at Arsenal. These are crucial decisions. All we need to be ruthless to go toe to toe with Chelsea. Yeah, I think if we go toe to toe and like say we didn't win the league, but we competed up until the end, I would be proud of the team. That's what I want to see happen. I want us to go toe to toe with Chelsea. That's all I'll ask. Us to do that. Go to the wire, go to the end with Chelsea. Me to stay. I hope so, guys. I really hope so. I hope Beth Mead does stay because I think she's so important to this team. She's like that clutch player for us. She's like Stina, but Ksenius. Like Stina is that clutch player, so I think it'd be good to keep them both. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some more sales happen in the Arsenal women's team. So yeah, I'm excited to see what is going to happen with that situation. Yeah, I hope Sheba stays. Two more players, and we're competing. Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with you. Big up Andy. Big up to the chat as well. I hope you guys are all good today. My biggest concern is our lack of selling. We can't offload players on a fee. Yeah, I think we really struggle to get rid of these players. I think that might be a big problem for us. So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. But I think it is shown that it is a problem really. I hope we can get past that. Fingers crossed. Obviously, big up to you guys. I know about 16 of you in here, so big up to all of you guys that are here. I'll be ending this in about 15 minutes, so please make sure you're liking, subscribing, and of course, guys, drop in any questions you want me to answer before I do, end the show in a little bit. Big up to you guys. I'm just going to go through your comments. Do you think any of our new signings goes in the starting 11? That's a great question because I've been thinking this myself, to be honest with you. I do think, though, Olivia Smith, I think, will get in the team. I think Olivia Smith will be in the team to start off with. I think she'll definitely be a starter, Olivia Smith. But the question is, will Ford the problem that I have with this situation, right, is that with Caitlin Ford, I don't want her to be dropped, and I don't think she should be dropped. But at the same time, Olivia Smith hasn't hasn't come here to be on the bench. I think the players who brought in won't be starters other than Olivia Smith, and obviously Chloe Kelly, who signed a permanent deal. So I think we'll probably start off with the same lineup that we've seen for a long time, but I think as time goes on and maybe Olivia Smith might replace Caitlin Ford's position, I'm really interested to see what we're actually going to do. I think that'll be really interesting to see about players' position maybe get replaced, competition coming in is only going to improve players as well. So yeah, that's a great question actually. So Arteta era says, we need to be patient, our time will come sooner or later. I love your positivity, and big up to Josh. Why is that the women's team has a stacked attack, but the men's team also seems he doesn't want to buy attackers? Yeah, we've gone completely the other way. That we've brought the attacking players, and they're struggling to buy attacking players. We gave Wenger 20 years plus Arteta served at least 10 plus years. On that, I don't agree with that personally because Wenger had the amount of time he had because he earned that right. Wenger was winning us so much stuff. Like, even when we were struggling, like, say, 2013 till the time he left, or obviously I started watching Arsenal in 2014, but he was still winning us stuff, and he was still trying to get us close to, obviously, the top four. So for me, like, Wenger earned his right to be at the club this long because of silverware, the success, how he changed football. Arteta right now, if I can be honest with you guys, he wouldn't deserve another 10 years. That's crazy to say that to me, in my opinion. Obviously, you're entitled to your opinion. But what I mean is Wenger had that amount of time he had because he won year in, year out. Not every year he won stuff, but he did win so many FA Cups, so many. He won lots of leagues. I know it's been a while since he won leagues, and maybe, that's the question. Could he have gone sooner? Well, that's another discussion, but Wenger earned his right because he really changed football and he won so much, and he's probably one of Arsenal's best managers of all time. 6-month loan for Smith or Jen would be a great option. Oh, you see, yeah, he's a big fan of Arteta. Listen, I'm happy. I can like Arteta, don't get me wrong, but I just think that the silverware is a big problem for us at the moment. Big up Jackson. I'm just answering questions, to be honest with you. I'm not really chatting about anything specifically. I'm just answering questions about the men and women's team. Smith needs time to adapt to the system. If she clicks quickly, the better, but now I prefer her as impact sub. Yeah, I think she could be a great impact player. I mean, Chloe Kelly was sort of an impact player at the start, and then she gradually started in the team. So we're going to have to see as well how it goes for Olivia Smith, but I'm excited to see how that will go for her and how she'll be a big part of this team and help us with that success going into next season. So I'm excited to see her progress and how she will be in this team. If Arteta doesn't win stuff, better we'll sack him end of. Arteta needs to go, plain and simple. Even Sophie, how are you? What is the latest transfer news for the Gunners? Well, it's not really too much at the moment. Obviously, Rodrigo sort of up in the air. Maybe Rodrigo is a possibility for us. I would love him to come to Arsenal, but I don't know if we're going to get him at all. But obviously, that is pretty much the latest on Rodrigo. Eze is going to go to Spurs. So yeah. Not too much right now. When Kim Little does go, who gets the armband? Yeah, yes, Leah. Leah's the vice captain. Because Leah's the vice captain, it'll go to Kim Little. Sorry, the other way around. When Kim Little goes, it'll go to Leah Williamson. I think McCabe might be the one, might be after Leah, but I'm not too sure. Arteta finally gets his players and we want to sack him. I'll be honest, Arteta has needed time to get his players, but now he's got his players, there isn't any excuses right now. He has to win stuff soon. It's very worrying. Sorry, I just missed this one up here. It's very worrying that Arteta doesn't have any pressure internally as he does externally. I'd do anything for the ownership to leave. Yeah, I think that's a really fair comment. Because as fans, like, I think it's different with Wenger because I can't talk about that a lot because I started watching Arsenal. But with Wenger, I think he had pressure on him, maybe a little bit on the owners, but not a lot. But as fans, we always put pressure on the managers. I mean, Arteta will know he is under pressure by the fans because, like we said, if we go another season trophyless, he will know that we aren't happy with that and we're pretty annoyed, and a lot of us will probably turn on Arteta, not turn on him, but change our minds about him. So I do agree with you. It's really interesting that because it's like, Liverpool, like, if Arne Slot went the season and he didn't win anything, I'm sure that could be okay. But if he went another season, then I'm sure something would happen. But it's just crazy how they're not really that bothered, are they? It is crazy to me. It really is. Do you think Arteta tells the players to do time waste and play so football, or is it just the players? That is a good comment. There are times where I'm like, we do play a certain way. I was actually watching an old game of Arsenal, and it was highlights, and I was watching Martinelli, and Martinelli was actually playing up front, and thought to myself, he had so much freedom a long time ago. Where has that freedom gone? Has he lost his confidence? Like, I generally don't get why things have changed so much for him, and that's a real shame because we all know what a great player he is, and he's lost that sparkle. I think Martinelli. I mean, that's just an example. We do time waste. There's times where you can, there's times where you shouldn't really do it, but I do think Arteta tells them to play a certain way, to be honest. But the players have to take responsibility too. Arteta won't tell them everything. They have to be they're at the end of the day, they're their own person, so they will do things their way. Will Jackson, let's just give Arteta the season to perform. If he doesn't get trophies, then we should stop worrying. Yeah, I do agree with you. I'm with you on that. I didn't manage to watch it, but I will definitely check out the highlights. I've just been so busy with content at the moment. Why do people pretend that Arteta was forced to not buy attackers for 6 years? It is crazy. Like, I do get he wanted to build a defence up to the attack, but he's still buying defenders now. He's bought so many defensive players. It's crazy. Arteta needs to deliver the season. We as fans have been patient. Yeah, I'm with you there, Lav J. I completely agree with you. I think we've been very patient. I mean, I've been very patient. There's been times with Arteta where I've questioned him. Um, I I just come to a point now where we have to win. We had to win last season. We had to win the season before, but now we really have to. We've got the striker. There isn't an excuse, and that's why we need a left winger as well. The left winger is very important. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Guys, I just need to plug in my laptop quickly. I completely forgot. I've not charged it and I'm going to be on here for a little bit longer. So bear with me, guys. Send any questions. I am gradually getting through your questions, but bear with me for a second. I don't want to die when I'm doing this. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. Let me just go through your questions. One last question from me. What on earth do we do with Michelle Achimang? That is a great question. I have no idea what we're gonna do. I have a sense she's gonna go to Brighton on loan. Obviously for me, I would keep her and I would make room for her in this team if I had it my way. So I don't know what we're going to do with her really, but I hope we do keep her. I hope she can be a part of this team. So yeah, that's what I would obviously do with her. Sometimes I wonder if how Liverpool players so direct other players don't need to have touch of the football before it hits the opponent net. Fair enough. My popcorn is fun. I'm sorry. Let me just go through your questions. Extremely boring, Sophie. It baffles me that nobody questions the ownership. I think the ownership needs to be questioned, to be honest with you. It needs to be questioned a lot more. Give Arteta 3 more years so we can assess him objectively. I don't agree with that at all. Personally, I respect your opinion, I respect that you like Arteta, but I couldn't just give someone 3 more years if they didn't win anything. Like, I just couldn't do that. I think that's a bit too much for me. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't give him 3 more years. If he wins something this season, I'm happy to give him more time, but if it's still a repetitive cycle, I can't do that. Yeah, I think it's too much for me. Well, actually, guys, his contract does end in 2027, so for me, if he doesn't win anything by then well, I think he has to win something next season, but my point is, it's not good enough for me. Big up to James. If you're more than 4 points behind the team, Arteta should go in January. Should Arteta win nothing this season, he should become the first one trophy from a possible 26. I mean, I think it was your agent that made a good point a while ago, but Arteta has missed out on a lot of trophies like every season with the FA Cup, the League Cup, the league, the Champions League. I know the league got close, which you do get, but I just think that I do agree with you guys about this conversation about the ownership. I think the ownership needs to be questioned and held accountable for, because I mean, like we said, they're giving money, which obviously is what they should be doing, and you can't question them on that. But they're allowing, if we don't win a trophy this season, they're allowing this to stay as it is. So I think they definitely need to be held accountable for certain things about the club that they're doing. But right now, for me, I just want to see how we get on in the season. We have to just see how that goes for us. Like, that's all I can say on that. But yeah, I think for winnable trophies is really painful. We cannot do anything at this point. Yeah, for me, we have to win something next season. That is just a must. That has to happen. There's no excuses. We have to win something next season. For me, that's an absolute must. If we don't, then that'd be so baffling to me. I'd be so upset with that. So, yeah, we have to win something next season. We have to win something really big. For me to be convinced by him. don't get me wrong, I like Arteta, and last season we got to a semi-final and we did good in that, but I just think there's more. We have to do more for me to win stuff. We have to win the league. We have to win. Like, there must get to a point where you do get over the line. Like, there must get to that point where you get there. And I don't know why we're not there yet, but we have to be at that point where we get over that line. So hopefully we will. It should be 5 years. I'm not saying anything anymore. For me, like, this is what I think about managers signing contracts and they're extending contracts. Like, if I was the owner, right, and say Arteta came here and he won us, say he won us a few FA Cups, a few League Cups, and say he got us to a few finals, I can give him a new deal. I think contract renewals for managers should only be if you have success and you have progress. The problem that I have with this is that Arteta has made progress. You can see where we were under Emery to where we are now. We are a completely better team. We're challenging and we're in a great position. But on the other side, that shouldn't automatically mean you don't win. You don't win. I don't think you should have a contract extension because you finish second. I just think we have to keep the standards high in the day. Like, I'm not saying he shouldn't be here. I'm just saying that you can't just give him 5 years for that. No, I disagree with that. I think every season, if you win 2 cups every season, if you win a Champions League, the FA Cup every season, that's a lot of trophies. So I disagree with that. I think the league and the Premier League are the league and the Champions League are the most important, but these trophies all add up at the end. Like, when a manager ends their career at Arsenal or wherever you are, you're going to look back and you might say, I mean, I can't remember off by heart how many FA Cup Wenger won, but you look back on how much they won as silverware. FA Cups, League Cups, Champions League, Premier League, they all count. So I do think the FA Cups do get unnoticed a lot. I know it's going to have pretty, so I'm just going through 5. Come on, that's complacency and mediocrity. Listen, what time your opinion? So I do respect your opinion, Arteta, but I just don't agree that he should have 3 years. I don't get what that's based off. He has got a second, and we're doing good, but we need to go a level above that and go even better. So I can't agree with that, unfortunately. I need to know that Mikel Arteta is a political coach. He knows the owners and what his options are more than us. Trust me, but the fans need to bounce on it. If we go trophyless again this season, it's so tough because I do see progress with Arteta, but I also feel like there must be a point as fans where we get to, and you have to just move them on. If this season we don't win something, we have to get to that point where things just end. I can't go another season without winning something. It's crazy. If Arteta won 1 league title from the previous 3, he'd be highly rated as the best upcoming manager in the world. However, he has shown for me he can't get us over the line. And if we're being honest, like, when people are doing like, when people are giving you guys your top 4 predictions, I mean, I've done mine. I don't think we'll win the league. I think we'll finish second. But people, when you see ex-footballers, pundits giving you their prediction, they're giving you the prediction because with Arsenal, there's no evidence that we can finish first. We've never been first. We've never won first. So that's why a lot of people aren't going to put Arsenal at the top. So I do get why some of these things are based off that, because there's no real evidence that we can do that. Just because we've done it, being closer, it doesn't mean we'll do it. So we fell short too many times. To me, I'm just so done. If you win a Carabao Cup in March, then it can lead to more success for Arteta. Absolutely. I think I didn't write any of these leagues off. I think if we win the Carabao Cup, which is sort of the League Cup now, I'd be happy with that. So we need to just not be ungrateful at certain trophies. So I think every trophy is important for me. I know the league, the Champions League is the most important, but we have to be real about things and see what's more achievable for us to win. 36 likes. Big up to you guys. Big up to the channel. There's a lot of you in here now, so thank you as well for smashing them likes to me. I will be ending this in about 5-10 minutes time, guys, but please, of course, do make sure you're liking and subscribing to my channel before I leave in about 10 minutes time. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, yeah, I think Chelsea will definitely be in the top 4 as well. I hope he succeeds, he's really good. It will be painful as it's sad to join fans to echo Arteta out when he fails again. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I think he's a good coach, and I think he's taken us a long way, but my only question is, can he get us over that line? And that's the only thing I'll ever question about him, is that, can he do that? I think he's, like I say, he's a good manager, but it's about winning stuff and getting us over the line, and I'm not sure he can do that right now. The manager has significantly improved us, and no doubt about that. And I get why fans get angry, because the people want him out as like he's done nothing. Yeah, I do agree with like fans acting like he's not done anything to help us, because he has improved us. You know, I never thought we'd challenge under Arteta. He's proving wrong. We've done that, so he is a great manager, but it's just, if this is the question for me, is has he reached the ceiling at Arsenal? That's why I question. Is this all he can do? That's sort of why I question, really. If Arteta won 5 trophies for a possible 22, there wouldn't be an argument. The fact he has 1 trophy for a possible 22 makes the argument. I think that's true, because like Arteta's been here a long time. For example, like if at least he'd won like 3 FA Cups, a League Cup, and maybe a league title, he would get a lot of credit for that. But because he's won 1 FA Cup, he's not really getting that credit, is he? And I can't argue that. You have to win silverware when you're at Arsenal. So yeah, I think that's definitely a problem that we're facing, really, the fact that we're not winning much silverware, and it's just been too long since we've won something like an FA Cup. We've not won that in such a long time, so I do think that I do generally think that might be a little bit of a problem. I wanted him out after 23-24 because of humiliating 22-23 was. I could see some reason as why he failed, but 23-24, no excuses. We had everything, the experience with squad money spent. I just feel like sometimes every season is always an excuse. It's always something. It's because of something. It's because of this. It's because of that. And I just want us to be at a place where we're just back to winning stuff again, and it's really frustrating. I think with Emery it's different because he never had the backing Arteta's getting, which is completely different, which is a shame. But hopefully, guys, we're going to see us get back to where we need to be as a club, and that silverware will be back pretty soon, hopefully in the season. Obviously, I will be back tomorrow night, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm a bit nervous for the game, I really am. I'm hoping we can do it, but I just don't know if we will. I really don't know if we can get the job done. Of course, I hope and pray we will, but we're going to have to see. I want him gone, but I'm trying to explain my fans get defensive. Yeah, I get that. The Arteta debate is going to happen. It's going to continue throughout the season. I just hope we can get the job done. I hope Kai starts tomorrow and Gokras is under too much hype. No, I wouldn't start Havertz tomorrow. I'd start Gokras. We bought Gokras to start for me, and I'd probably bring Havertz on after, but I wouldn't be surprised if Havertz starts, to be honest. So we're going to have to see, of course, what happens in this game, but like I said, guys, I might be back in the morning, afternoon before the game coming up, but I'll definitely be back tomorrow, as I will be doing, of course, and match reaction. I'll be doing a live match reaction. So yeah, I hope we get the job done. I really hope things go our way, but you never know in football how it's going to go for us. All I can hope that we'll do the job. And yeah, getting those 3 points are going to be the most important thing for me. So hopefully we'll do that in the game. But yeah, obviously, guys, I'm happy to do a little show tomorrow, like a warm-up show before the game comes on. But yeah, I'm excited to see how we're going to do. If you guys have any last questions, do drop them in, as I will be ending this in about 5 minutes' time. I know there's 10 of you, so big up to you all. Of course, keep making your show your liking this video, and let's get to 40 likes if we can. And do subscribe here, guys, if you haven't already. And so the last question that we to answer. I agree and disagree, as we simply want to win, which is highly unlikely as manager based on recent history. I think all you can go on is history and stuff like that. I do agree. Like, you can't really go on much more, can we? See you then. After, oh god, social media being nightmare if we lose to United. I think a draw wouldn't be. I wouldn't be really optimistic with a draw either. I think a win is what we ideally want, really, isn't it? But yeah, obviously, big up to those that watched my show today. Big up to 70 Gunner. Big up to all you guys here. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. I think we'll nick it. I think we'll just do it, but I kind of think it will be a 1-1 as well. But I think 2-1 is more my prediction. I'm nervous, excited for the game. Hopefully, we will get the job done. That's all we can ask. Just get the job done. Get those 3 points, and that'll be the most important thing for me. So, Fingers crossed we'll get the job done, guys. I'm hoping and praying we will get the job done. 2-1 United, Sesko winner. Yeah, that would pain me. That I wouldn't. It'd be weird. Sesko first got Chris in the game. I'm excited to see how that one's going to go for us. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that if that did happen. That'd be an interesting sort of combination. Yeah, there's sort of three predictions that I have. I think it'll be 2-1 to both team, like to either team, or I think it'll be 1-1. 2-0 United, Arteta said, yeah, I'll be happy with 2-0. 1-0, 2-1, 5-4, just win. I'd rather it be like a clean sheet, a comfortable win, but you never know with Arsenal. Like, you never know what they're going to do. They're just full of surprises. Like, I just no idea what we're going to do. Like, it could literally be. If I wouldn't, 5-4 would generally I don't know about your guys, but my heart rate just couldn't cope with that. Can you imagine that 5-4? Yeah, 2-1, 1-0, I'll be very happy with. I think that'd be decent enough for me. I'd take any of that, to be honest. I just want to get the job done, guys. Obviously before I go, let me know your score predictions as well. I would love to hear score predictions. But like I said, I'll be ending this in about a few minutes anyway. Like I said, if there's any sort of transfer rumours, I will be back in the afternoon. But if there isn't, I'll be back after the game. Let me just check. I should check what time the game's on. I'll be setting my live match reaction as well, so join me in that. Oh, I'll be either dead happy or dead stressed. So the game's on at 4:30, so I'll probably be on here. I think it just before 7. So yeah, maybe 7:15, whenever the game ends. So I'll be on here then to chat with you guys. 5-4, the mood swing. I could not do 5-4. That would be so stressful. I hope it's just a comfortable win. I hope it's a comfortable 3 points. I'd really take that right now. So hopefully that'll happen for us. But of course, looking forward to the game. Big up to everyone that's watched my show today. Just want to say a really big thank you to all of you. I've enjoyed chatting with all of you guys today. Whether you're new here, whether you're regulars, it's been lovely to chat with all of you. So thank you all for watching. And yeah, obviously looking forward to the game, so I'll be back tomorrow with some more content as well. So yeah, big ups to chat. Always good to see you guys in here today. Thank you so much for watching my show on this video. And big up to 170 Gunners. Thank you so much. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Arteta, AJ, everyone that's been here today. Thank you so much. And yeah, I will obviously see you on my next video tomorrow. Before then, maybe we'll have to see. But yeah, obviously have a good day now, everyone, as well, guys. And obviously do make sure you have liked and subscribed before I obviously end this now. But yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.